Hello, everybody. Hello from Southern California. So I was just home today on an early day, so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and go live. If anybody wants to come in and chat, talk, hang out, watch a train run, that's totally cool. So until that point, I'm just gonna wait and see who shows up. All right. Yeah, so I'm in my garage. It's probably about 100 degrees out here, so I can understand that it's in the middle of the day. Hi, Dwight. Hey, Gerald. How you guys doing today? Yeah, staying cool. I hear that. No, not here. I was kind of contemplating whether to just go up live. Wasn't doing anything, but it's pretty hot here in the garage, so we'll see what happens. If I start pouring down sweat, I'll cut it. But I would have went on earlier, but my neighbors across the street were gardening. Hello, Lee from Buffalo, New York. I'm here in Southern California. Thank you, Dwight. Yeah, this part behind me, Dwight, um, that took about 64 ounces of Envirolite Tech. That was a lot. Gerald says, "Good taking trains with a good buddy." About the speaker upgrades and staying cool. You guys can hear me, right? Hey, David. David from HO Powertrains. How you doing, buddy? How is it in Louisiana? Thank you, Lee. I appreciate that. Thank you, Gerald. I'm pretty sure, you guys could hear me, but I just like to make a confirmation that you guys can hear me. So cool. Very, very good. Yeah, it's what, about 11 o'clock here in Southern California. So I had a short day today. So I thought, well, I'll just come home and run a train and just get on the horn and let's do some chat. So whatever you guys want to talk about, it's totally cool with me. You guys have any questions? Shoot. So let me well, the best it can be. Still kicking. That's playing. Yeah, I hear that, David. What's the weather in Louisiana doing? Dwight asked, does your layout go all the way around? Yeah, Dwight, it does. I just choose to stream from this area and another area because it's a beautiful area to stream from. So, yes. And to everybody, if you want to see my full layout, I do have a vid on, it's called a garage tour. So, there you go. I I invite everybody to go check that out because what I'm streaming from is my laptop and it's tethered into the box, so I get great reception. Because the Wi-Fi, I don't trust the Wi-Fi. I hate watching live streams and it going in and going out and going in and buffering. So I just choose to do it this way, and it works. Okay, so Gerald, have you used scale sound systems speakers, if any, in your locomotives? As a matter of fact, the trains that are running behind me, those are all scale trains. So the answer to your question is yes. And I put the scale trains up today. Last live stream, I put my inner mountains up, and it's rather warm in the garage. And you know the inner mountains just didn't perform as well as the scale trains. So I love my scale trains. All the locomotives are all good. I mean, they really are. And all of them have their ups and they have their downs. Thank you, Dwight. I appreciate that. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. And here it is again on my live streams. I always tell people, hey, you know what? This is a huge community worldwide, but it's a small community amongst people who do chat and who do go on chats. And I ask everybody to look up everybody's channel and give them love. Look, you know what to do. I'm not telling you what to do. Just give them love. So, everybody, could jot down people's channels here and give them love. Okay, Lee says, what's the best glue for doing structures? I'm using plastic weld, and the cure time is way different. Um, you know, let me see if I got a bottle. You know what? Hold on. Let me grab. I'm just going to show you what I use. Okay, so this is what I use. I'm sure you guys, that's it. Gorilla Super Glue. Okay, when it comes to structures, though, especially plastic ones, this bottle, they make them in smaller bottles, but I will usually use a tip, a very fine tip, a Q-tip to put the glue on another piece of paper or something, and then I'll take this and I will apply it to the plastic structures. But with that said, most of my structures are made by me. So, hi James. So let's go. Yeah. So that's, if that answers your question. I mean, all those glues will work. I just choose the Gorilla Super Glue because it's easy to get at the box stores. So, Plumber, how's the weather in Virginia? Well, I just saw Jerry come in. He took it out. Maybe Jerry doesn't like me today. Hello, Jerry. Just in case. Oh, there you are, brother. What's up, Jerry? Jerry, that video you put out about people's stories and stuff like that, that was very touching, my friend. That was really, really good. I mean, that hit right here. And you know I encourage everybody to go up on Jerry's channel and check check that video out. It was really, really good. So, and I'm also going to say, check out David's channel, HO Powertrains. He's got some really cool stuff. Says, thanks, Earl. I encourage people to make videos like them. Yeah, but here it is again. We don't want to do copycat videos either, but I think that is a great idea. I think, if I remember correctly, Heath made a comment like that. So, I'm going to be harvesting peppers pretty soon. Yeah, there's that conversation again about those hot pepper videos. Here we go. I think David would really appreciate that. Yeah, David's doing these like little, along with his HO scale layout. I mean, he's doing these little RC tractors and RC trucks. They're actually pretty cool. You're welcome, David. Like I said, most of us guys are we're here to help one another. It's not about my channel. It's not about, anybody else's channel. It's just, I just like to put it out there. We all do it. So, you know. So James says he's at 92 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's about 95, 96 here in Southern California. Hey, John, what's up? What's the topic of discussion, gentlemen? Well, I don't think we've gotten that far yet. You got any topics, John, you want to talk about? All right, what did I do here? I must have touched him. There we go. Dwight says it's about 93. Okay. Well, okay. There's a topic right there. I think all of us can agree with. Absolutely, John. John, you working on a retaining wall? Is it? That's what I'm reading. Well, nobody said anything about boobs, so I guess, John, we're not going to talk about boobs. Oh, made of stirring sticks. Okay. Well, here's a topic everybody talks about. Here in Southern California, actually, the prices of gas have dropped a little bit. So maybe they've kind of hit their peak and now they're starting to come down. I don't know if anybody wants to talk about that, but that's one thing we can talk about. I'd still like to talk about boobs. That's fine too. So a retaining wall out of coffee sticks. That's what. Okay, Dwight. Dwight says I didn't get anything to do on the layout this morning. I had too much on my plate, and now it's too hot in the train room. Yeah, it's kind of hot here too, Dwight. Dwight, I went up and I saw quite a few of your. I saw quite a few of your videos, and I see there's a lot of people out there, Dwight, that have lent a helping hand to help you out, buddy. And I think you're doing a terrific job. But what I did see, Dwight, is you kind of got some. It looks like you've got some grades you're dealing with as well. And I know you really, really, really want to get to running trains. Maybe it might be I'm just putting this out there, Dwight. Maybe it might be in your best interest, maybe just to try a flat surface first, and then maybe you can do some grades. I'm just putting that out there, buddy, because I see that everybody has been really wonderful and helping out. All right, so David from HO Power Trains asks, your layout is a double main, correct? Yes, it is a double main. And here it is again. I keep saying, the next time I do a live stream, I'm going to run 2 trains. But the laziness of me is still in me, and I just run one. So yeah, no, let's see. So Plumber says it's still 5 a gallon there. Oh, okay, Jerry, I didn't know you left. So back to Mystic, John. So what are you? I mean, you're making out of sticks. Can you kind of maybe describe that? Oh, by the way, how's the color on me today? Do I look good? I chose this color just for today. You will not see me in it again. So if you want, take a picture. Yeah, I hear you, David. Same thing here. Although, I trust my track work. I trust my track work. I can leave my trains for a few minutes, even on both double main lines, and let them run. That's the whole idea. And that's the same thing with Dwight. I mean, every time I hear, Dwight wants to run trains. And I totally hear you, Dwight. I mean, I totally hear you. And Dwight, by the way, I really dig your videos. They're really cool. I really like them. So I think Dwight, you're on the right track. I just was putting it out there. Maybe you should start from a level playing field. You know, did you ever think about maybe just going to sectional track just to start off with? Well, okay. So Dwight says, I might someday. If what I'm doing now, I can't get the trains to run, I might rip it out. Well, yeah, I'm going to put John's. There you go. There you go, Dwight. You know, I see a lot of guys start over. That's not such a big deal, but it's like everything else. You got money invested in track, you got money invested in time, and you try to want to self correct. But I get it if you have to tear everything down. So, Dwight, that's your decision. But like I said, buddy, I'm just putting it out there. Maybe you should just start from a flat surface just so you can get trains running, because that's the whole reason why we're doing this. So just what I was just Jerry. Hey, wait a minute. Is he still alive? Jerry. There, here we go. Yeah, and again, it does. That's how it goes some way. But when I went up last night on Dwight's channel and I really actually sat and watched some of his videos, it really put a big smile on my face, because yeah, I mean, just the way he does the videos is none other. I mean, they're original, and you know, I really enjoyed them. I really, really did. Steve Brown really inspired me when he started over. Well, Johnny Cash tickets. Okay, so I'm just putting it out there. Speaking of Johnny Cash, I am going to go see the new Elvis movie this weekend. It's coming out. I'm really excited to see that. Okay, I'm going to ask the question. So, Steve Brown, now, is that his channel name, Steve Brown? Mystic? You're welcome, Dwight. You're very welcome, buddy. And like I said, Dwight, you have a lot of people behind you. You really, really do. And you had one other. And I didn't want to make a promise that I couldn't fulfill. So in that chat, I made sure right after that chat, I got busy on putting out a video on how I do um, sectional track in a curve. Okay. Thank you for that, Mystic. Now I know who you're talking about. Yes. Steve Brown, It's My Railroad. He's got a really neat channel. I really enjoyed a lot of, and yes, I mean, he was in a full blown layout. I mean, even on the backside. Hi, Split Rock. Good afternoon. Yeah, he was on the backside of it too. And then all of a sudden, his next video that I saw, I mean, he completely ripped it out. And really, hands down, I like his new layout better, way better. Thank you, David. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon, buddy. Yeah. So, yeah, there's a lot of channels that are very inspiring. Oh, no. Let me see. Let me go through this one. Yeah, I kind of gotta agree with that. In some way, shape, or form. Yeah. I mean, but I do like his new layout. I mean, and he's in Southern California as well. So his is in a garage as well, just like my layout's in a garage. And like I said, it'll probably get about 95 here in Southern California today, but in the garage, it's probably almost 100 in here. And that's okay. I got it. I got it down. And on top of it, I'm drinking a hot coffee. Go figure. So, yeah. So nobody commented on watching the Elvis movie this weekend. What's up? You guys are not Elvis fans? Come on. Well, I'm an Elvis fan. I grew up. My mom and dad were Elvis fans. They went to a lot of his concerts. So, and believe it or not, I subscribe to Sirius XM just because I can listen to Elvis music. But I love all music. Don't get me wrong. I love it all. Um, yeah, Jerry, I do. But it hasn't gotten to the point where it's so damn hot that I can't stand it. I just got to take it out of my shed, and I've already got a hole in the wall in the garage. All I do is just plug it in, and this garage will get pretty chilled in about an hour. So I'm pretty ecstatic about that. But here it is again. We all know when it gets summertime, they charge you more for the electric. In the wintertime, I'm sure for you Easterners, they charge you more for fuel. I mean, it's you can't win. Yeah, yeah, there is there's a that's coming out this weekend. John, right? No, I hear you. You know what? I said I was gonna go watch Tom Cruise's latest movie, but you know what? Here it is again. It's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna wait for it to come out. So, but my mom, she told me she actually reminded me. Okay, we're gonna go see the Elvis movie this week, and I go, yeah, mom. So I'm actually gonna take my mom to go see the Elvis movie. So let's see. So what part of California do you live? Okay, so I live in Southern California. I live in San Gabriel Valley. So I am between Pasadena and San Dimas. So I'm in that area. I'm nestled up against the mountains. Hey, Randall, welcome. And I'm one of those people who do say, I want to get out of California. And then believe me, there's a lot of people who have left already, and there's a lot of people who are still leaving. But as a matter of fact, with that Farmer John, they are in the city of Vernon. They are the one that does the Dodger dogs here. They are moving out of Southern California. Why? Taxes, environmental reasons. The list just goes on. So Farmer John is a very, very huge company. They're taking their business east to a lot friendlier place. Yes, taking mom to the movie is great. You know what? Jerry in his last video, he touched on a subject that made me think. When you think back to like when I think back to my dad passed away years ago, and my grandparents passed away, and Jerry's video that he put out, it kind of reminded me of that. So thank you for that, Split Rock. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm lucky to have my mom still to do that. Here we go. Yes, there are. And believe it or not, I've been invited to join. But here it is again with me. How do I say it without? I just, I try not to join clubs only because there's always somebody in that club that either A, doesn't like you, and two, is envy. And when you're the newcomer, people sometimes just don't take a liking to you. And I would rather not be confronted that way. And I wish, I just wish everybody would just get along. But that's why I don't join the clubs. I mean, I would actually fit in just perfect. I really would. I mean, I love this hobby. I really do. All right, Randall, I hear you. Hey, Daryl, checking in between runs, working the extra yard van today. That's cool. Hey, I appreciate anybody who just shows up. This is a really neat community, and I just appreciate people coming in, coming out. That's cool with me. So here we go. One of the problems is I'm so determined to get the track plan I have right now to work. I might just be too hard headed. I appreciate all the advice I get from everybody. Well, of course. And that's what I said, back. I mean, you've got a lot of people who are very helpful and who want to help. But all of us, well, I don't know about all of us, but yeah, I can be pretty thick headed. But I can just tell you, I'm the person that just will put it out there. It's like with Jerry's video. That was just like I said, I can't say enough, Jerry. That was a very touching video to me. And I saw that it was to a lot of people. And that takes a lot of courage to put stuff out there like that. So, and that's what we're all here for, Dwight. And I'm glad I got to join your team because I really enjoy your videos. I mean, they made me smile and they made me laugh. And of course, I read a couple of Jerry's comments. Jerry, you're just funny, period. Yeah, clubs can be tricky socially. That's why I like the NMRA. Plus, though, to spend time at a club when I have layout at home that needs attention. Yeah, and I think that's another thing. I mean, because I have so little time to even tend to my own home layout. As a matter of fact, I mean, just to put it out there, look, I just started this YouTube thing now going on 6 months. And I'm a private person. Okay. This is the only social link that I have. And I've been really welcomed into the community. And I can't thank everybody enough for welcoming me into this community. And I really appreciate. And everybody who's been up on here, I mean, I've been subscribed to for a long time. And I've learned a lot from all of you. And that's what's really neat. And for me, if it's just one thing, I told myself it was just one thing. If I can just help maybe one, two people out, that's good enough for me. Then I did the right thing. But what I have found out doing this is there's a really nice community, and I'm very happy to be in it. Okay, yeah, you know what? A lot of people have asked me my track plan. Well, you know what? I think it's mostly like everybody else's. It runs in a circle. Um, I keep saying, you know what? I'm going to draw up a track plan, and I'm just going to show it. But I haven't gotten that far. It's really just basic. It really is. It's just a basic oval, except for it does split off on one on my. I actually have two center tables. So the one where my computer, my laptop is sitting on is my main center table, which is the main a curve that gets from my bottom to the top. So just picture it's pretty much just a oval loop. It's nothing big, but it does split, which kind of makes it interesting. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate that. And that's, I'm right back at you guys. Same thing, man. I mean, really. I mean, when I was in that chat with, I think it was on Jerry's chat. I think, yeah, I think it was. I just put it out there to Dwight that I would do a tutorial, and I honestly I couldn't see myself doing that tutorial because there's so many tutorials on how to do track laying. What's going to be different about mine? So, but actually, I got a lot of love from that, and I really appreciate it. I was telling Dwight that, not you, Daryl. Sorry. I know. I've heard the many of conversations. Okay, so here it is again. Dwight put up. Jerry trains are your life. I don't know. I mean, I think I think that could part of it, but I know that Jerry loves woodworking, and I love woodworking as well. And it comes down to the same thing: building this layout, this structure. I mean, because it is a structure, and I've said it before in one of my videos. I missed. I put up in one of my videos. You would almost. John, yeah, you know why? Because I did dim the lights down a little bit, and then I put a light on me, and it's just one of those HD home spotlights. I actually took it down from my ceiling, and I put it behind my computer, so that's why you're seeing my pretty face. So yeah, but hey, I still like the dark, man. Yeah, you go back to a couple of my live streams. Yeah. Hey, Wigwag, what's up? Welcome to my early, late afternoon in Southern California, 100-degree plus in my garage, and drinking hot coffee. Go figure. To white. So James says, I'm a woodworker and an electrical apparatus service technician. That's very cool, James. And James, um, I saw that you went live a few times, and actually, when I think it was the second time, I think it actually went well. So, I have you down on my bell. So whenever you do go live, I want to be a part of it. It's just like usually today, like during the weekday. Hey, John. Usually during the week, work week, I'm not here, and I try to enter everybody to chat, but I'm on the road because I have a document shredding business. So usually when I'm in between shredding events, I'm on a live stream. So James, whenever you go live, I'm there for you, buddy. Wow, there's quite a few people. I didn't expect all these people, and I appreciate it. I really, really do. So today I decided to put my scale trains, my BNSF ones, and here it again. I'm partial to UP, but I love all Class 1 railroads. Love them all. And plus, they're beautiful locomotives. They're absolutely gorgeous. Now, yeah, I kind of seem to have the same cargo behind it, but it's actually a lot of work to bring up the other one. So I wanted to do this kind of bring this up quick. So I just changed out the locomotives. So for any of you who are not aware, so this layout that I have in my garage, there's no specific place. I'm going to start off by saying I'm a left-hander, so everything's right here in my head. It's just like I just went for it, and my 30-degree curves is where my layout took me. So wherever the 30-inch degree turns that I have, because I wanted to make sure I had 30 inches at least, that's where the layout started from. I mean, as far as where the layout's gone. So my layout's all modern, and I do run some steam. I love my Bachmann-Shea. I ran it, I think my last live stream. Love it. I love anything that's mechanical that moves like that because I do have that mechanical background. So I have been making palm trees for a friend who has a Santa Maria layout. I like your palm trees. Thank you. And these palm trees are they're the ones you can buy from hmm, I can't think of it, but okay, I do buy a lot of my palm trees from Amazon. Now, a lot of the trees from Amazon are very plastically. So what I'll usually do is I'll take them and I'll um, I'll shave them down or whatever, and then I will kind of paint them a little bit. So there you go. But thank you. So James just put up here says Daryl, I changed my logo too. And you know what? I saw a significant rise in my subscriptions when I changed my name from Daryl Dayton with my dog and its ball in my icon to Derail Daryl with a train in it. I saw a significant increase. And the what is your new channel, James? So James, you change your you change your logo too. Okay, so I mean, oh, okay. Let me put that up. I didn't know you were working on a portable N scale layout. Now I do have N scale myself, but I haven't gotten that far. Okay, same name. Okay. Yeah, no, James, I just completely changed out. Now, when I did do that, I did lose subscribers. I did, but I actually gained them back because I guess they finally figured out, oh, wait a minute, that's the same guy. So, yeah, so, and I wasn't aware that that was going to happen. Okay, so we've been looking for a ranch style house, which is, I totally dig ranch style houses with at least 10 acres of land and an outbuilding. Getting too old to be climbing up the stairs, plus laundry is in the basement. Yeah. Yeah, my home here in SoCal is a single story. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm not young myself, but I'm not quite up there yet. I mean, what I do for my job is very labor intense. So just to kind of give you guys a description, so what I do, I have a fleet of trucks that go out to businesses, and let's say someone calls and says, "Hey, I've got like 200 boxes I need shredded." Okay, first they want to know, do you shred it on site? Yes, we do. I shred it on site. We also pick up, and we also can do it in house. We're one of very few companies in Southern California that can do that. Um, then they want a price. So when the customer agrees, they send us an email. So when I go out, let's say I shred 200 boxes, that's $6 a box. Okay, if you can figure that in your head, 200 times 6, that's really good money. And that's pretty much the going rate right now, $6 a box. Then on the other end, when I go to dump that load, I'm getting maybe anywhere from, for 8,000 pounds, 9,000 pounds of shredded paper, I'm getting anywhere from $1,000 to $1,200 for the recycling end of it. So 200 boxes could take me about an hour and a half. That's not bad money for an hour and a half. But be reminded, I run a business in Southern California. It's expensive. I had to, just like 3 or 4 years ago, spend money to buy brand new trucks out of Ottawa, Canada, because they don't build anything pretty much here in California anymore. So I had to fly to Canada and buy new trucks because of the diesel emissions in Southern California, which is spreading all over. Which, that's fine. It is what it is. So, do you just like to model Southern California, or do you want a layout to depict a certain location? Okay, so the answer to that question is here it is again. I'm not modeling any specific area. I would love, actually, there's a couple channels out there who depict UP line, Santa Ana, and that is one area that I was going to, but here it is again with me. I don't know about you guys, but speaking just for me, I have a little bit of OCD. So it's just easier for me as a left-hander to let my mind roll. And I want to have fun. And I know there's a lot of guys out there, and which I look forward to and seeing their layouts progress in a certain place in a certain time. And it's awesome to see those guys do that. Me personally, I don't know if I could do that because of my OCD. So there you go. So, and like I said, all my buildings you can't buy. Most of my buildings are all just they're made by me. So, okay, I thought I heard a phone ringing, but it ain't my phone. Got to be my train singing to me. So I have a question. Back to Wigwag. So whereabouts are you looking to buy this ranch with that kind of acres? I just love those scale trains. They're just beautiful locomotives. Just absolutely beautiful. And they, the other ones that I had up a couple live stream ago, those were all NFs, and those are all my scale trains too. And they ran without a hitch. The other night when I did a chat, Jerry noticed that. Jerry goes, "Hey, didn't you have 5 locomotives?" And then I said back, I go, "Yeah, Jerry, you were paying good attention. Yeah, that's because one of my inner mountains was getting too warm." And actually, Randall pointed out that the scale trains have a bigger capacitor, where Intermountain and Athens Genesis do not. So I don't want any neighbors. I'm looking to move to the country. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. And I would love to be able to do that. But that would be for me to move out of state, So um let me see here. A man after my own heart, Stephen. Yeah, I just John. I can always count on John, and I can always count on Jerry to liven up the stream. I can always count on those two. Hey, John, you back to work? Cool. Very good. Yeah, work is always good, but partial time off is even better. Yeah, this is not normal for me to be doing this during the daytime because I usually have 10 to 12-hour work days. And usually I'll start off with a minimal day, but I will also have people who will, email me or text me, "Hey, Daryl, you know what? Hey, I need a pickup." So it depends on which guy's closer, so really. But usually this time of the year is kind of slow because people are on vacation, they're out of school, it's summertime, and so it's usually slower for us. But that's okay. I have a lot of good friends to chat with here today, and thank you all very very much. James says, Daryl, when I start building a new layout, will be good to go live. Absolutely. I think going live is really cool. Although I will say you might need someone to help you out on that as well, because as I've seen in the past, well, Heath does a really really good job. Heath, I think on his last few ones, I mean Heath is usually by himself, and Heath does a really good job. All right, Randall. Randall says I got 30 minutes more to go before my shift ends. Been on duty since 11:45 p.m. last night. Wow. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, hopefully you're gonna go home and get some rest, buddy. Okay, there you go. And that's a good idea. And I think that will do really well for you, James. I really, really do. I think that's cool. I think it's unique, and it's a good thing to have friends like that. Let's see here. Okay, so speaking of layouts, I decided when I start my new one, I decided to do some switchbacks instead of a helix. And that's a good thought. I've seen quite a few layouts where they do the switchbacks. Mostly what I see though are usually they're usually log type of layouts, but switchbacks are very very cool. Yeah, in some cases, this is in a garage. In some cases, I tell myself, this is really huge because I do love woodworking, and but here it is for me. For me, irregardless, I like to run long trains. What I see today, and that's what I'm running, is a pretty good long train. Um, and I do sit along tracks sometimes, and I do take videos of trains. I do, but I never put them up, and that's just because I don't think they're really that interesting. But that's just maybe me. Yeah, see, that's the same with me. I moved most of my woodworking stuff out of here. Although I did make a table. Now, here's the interesting thing about YouTube. I went up on YouTube and I went up on how to make. I just typed in how to make a woodworking table on wheels. Bam! All these channels came up on ideas to make a rollaway table, and I saw a lot of cool ideas. So I actually did. I made a rollaway table. It houses my DeWalt chop saw in it, and my DeWalt chop saw is actually on a drawer slide. So it actually slides in and out. It's a 12-inch miter saw. It rolls right in and it closes. And I've got a routering table. I've got a routering in it. I've got a jigsaw in it. Those are upside down. I've got a battery station. I've got drawers to hold all kinds of tools. And I've got kind of like one of those hand-free switches that I don't have to touch the equipment. I can just turn on, and I can roll it outside and do my business outside. It's actually pretty cool. So here it is again. YouTube is a great place to learn things, and I didn't just learn from one channel. I took all channels, and I kind of put my own idea in my head. And that's the same thing with model railroaders. Even, you know what, I've learned a lot from war gamers, and I've learned a lot from people who just do what am I saying, just little I don't know, somebody will tell me what I'm talking about, a diorama. Learned a lot from those people, and that's so wonderful about modeling. I mean, I've learned from so many people, and I'm sure a lot of you guys can say, yeah, I mean, I do the same thing. So does anybody know? I know today is Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's almost Wednesday in Australia. So hopefully everything comes out okay for Artie. We all know it will, but I keep thoughts and prayers. What is a switchback layout? A switchback layout, I believe, is one, James. It's one of those layouts you start from the bottom, and what it does is it starts on one end, and it only goes so far to a certain degree of angle. And it's only the length of the train that you want to run. And then once it gets there, there's a switch, and then you pass that switch, and it keeps going uphill to the next level, and it just keeps going back and forth until you get to where you want to get to. So that's kind of a switchback. It's kind of like a back and forth motion. I don't know if that makes kind of any sense. That's how the only way I can describe it. But I've seen there's a couple of good channels on the switchbacks, and they're usually gentlemen that are doing HON3 layouts. And yes, I've seen your videos, and you really do. There's a lot of videos of car building, which I think a lot of us do come from. And doing that in this day and age is really cool stuff to see. And when I do go to hobby stores, I do see people buying them, and I do see a younger generation doing it. And I have. I mean, I'm not really. I mean, my prayers are a thought with Vinny as well. I don't. I mean, I know people who know him, and I believe. I just heard that he's supposed to be coming out at the end of this week. Okay, thank you, John. Excuse me, it's the wife. Hey, babe, I'm on a live stream right now, honey. Yeah, I am home. Okay, bye. All right, that was the wife. My wife, she's a school teacher, so she's doing summer school sessions right now. Bless her heart. There- okay, there's another character. Hey, Heath, what's up? No, I haven't timed anybody out yet. I I'm keeping my fingers away from that. But here it is again. I mean, I couldn't have been more. My heart was pounding so bad, but I know I didn't do it. But anyways, enough of that. I mean, but here it is again. Well, well, that's good. That's good to hear. I mean, and here it is again. This, I shouldn't have done it in the first place, but like you said, we've all been there. And here it is again about the whole community. I mean, everybody was especially Keith. Keith was very helpful, and I just God, I forgot. I felt so bad, but I'm learning every time I do go up on live, and I'm learning different things, and I think that's all a part of it. It's just like with Dwight. Dwight. I mean, I finally, it's like I said, I put that video up for Dwight Curley because I said in that chat that I would, and you know, I got a lot of love from that, and just like everybody else, everybody's very helpful, and that's what it's all about. Yeah, my wife, I'm sure she's surprised that I'm home early. Yes, you do, Dwight. Yes, you do. He says, "Are you trying to get rid of me?" So here it is again. I myself, James, I would like to do a live event where I'm actually doing something, but I haven't decided what it is that I want to do. I know I want it not to be a part of my layout. I want it to be a part of something completely that's affiliated with the layout. And I do have something in mind. I just haven't, I just, I just haven't got it in my head that this is what I'm going to do because, like I said, my work schedule is so sporadic, and I've already got a couple emails and texts. Hey, I need a pickup. Hey, I need a pickup. Hey, I need a pickup. I just tell them I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm done for the day. That's it. I don't go back in. My guys are on the road, but I'm done. So actually, I'm going to when I'm done here, I'm going to attend to my koi pond. I have a view. I have a beautiful koi pond that I built in the backyard, and when summertime comes around, there's a lot of work that has to be done to it, but it's very, very, very rewarding. Yeah, well, you didn't make it to my channel, so you can get timed out. Yeah, yeah, I did that one time. I hopefully I'll never do that again. And you know, poor John. Yeah, John, I could time you out. I know how to do it. I'm apparently really good at it. There you go. Yeah, I would say Randall has a pretty unique job. I mean, he gets to see it all, you know. Although I might say it might be kind of I don't know, dangerous maybe. I mean, I don't know if he's going in between all these trains or what he's doing, but so let me ask you guys out there. Okay, so what's your guys' preference of I mean, as far as trains, I mean, manufacturers. I mean that's for HO scale, the three rail. I mean, whatever. I mean, anybody got a preference? being ti being timed out is a badge of honor on some channels. I almost got booted from Vinny's stream for pretending I was saying hi to Rod Stewart. Hey, there you go. It's it. That's what I love about this. I mean, they're. I mean, you guys are characters. I mean, that's what livens up the chat rooms. I mean, it really, really is. To white, just say his name. Yeah, and that's what I thought, Randall. Yeah, that's why that's why I said that because about a year ago, one of the workers here it was on the news, and one of the workers got pinned in between where the engine and the cars were being switched out. I mean, that was very. I mean, for me, I mean, you really have to be really not paying attention to get pinned. And that was just a horrible scene. I mean, my heart goes out to the family of that person who got pinched in between those rail cars, that rail car and the engine. That's just horrible. I don't have to worry about going in between trains that there, but you do get pretty close to the track. So yeah, well then that's good. That's good to hear, Randall. All right, so I'm hoping to split. Look, I'm hoping to get my first non-80s Atlas local soon, an RS3. Um, I do, and I don't know what they are. So you know what? Let me, hang on. Hey JG, how you doing, buddy? You still on vacation? I'll be right back. I'm going to show what I have because I don't have the box to them. So this is one of my switchers, and it's a Broadway limited, and I don't know what this is. I have another one of it. So this is the only switchers I own, and they're actually pretty cool. Um, but again, the Broadway limiteds, they're just kind of touchy. They're kind of touch and goes. Um, so so if anybody has an idea what this actually is, what kind of switcher it is, I have no idea. Look, I'll be the first one to admit I'm not all that up into what and what. So, okay, so here we go. An SW 1200. I have no idea. I don't even have the box. But I do know they are Broadway limiteds, and the Broadway limiteds, they run a lot different. Okay, I'm getting a lot of, and I knew, and that's good. That's okay. So here's heat. It's a P3 or P4. Okay. All right. Split Rock says hold it up again. Okay. Hopefully I can get a better. It's kind of hard to hold it in the camera. So that's one side. Okay, hope that helped better. I have no idea what they are, but I really dig them. They're really cool switchers, and they sound really cool. Okay, so yeah, so I think everybody's saying the same thing. So it looks like it's a 15 EMD SW 1500. Okay, cool. I love them. They're really cool. I mean they make the cool they make the Oh, there you go. There you go, Heath. I mean, there's Heath for you. I mean, he's full on onto it. So there you go with a Paragon 2 sound. Yes, and that's right, Heath. This is DC or DCC, correct? Wow, check that out. Wow, technology. And see, here it is again, people. I'll be the first one to say I'm not that good with computer technology. I get it through enough to it, and it gets me through. So, but that's cool. Thank you very much. I'm glad I showed that because I actually do love those switchers. Okay, yeah. So there you go. He says what I posted is the information from BLI. Yeah, yeah, and I'm not sure if this is. Yeah, because when I do put these on the track, um, my track, it could be pristine and they still cut out. So I took it to one of my local shops, one of my older shops where they're guys that are a little bit older than me. They've been around this stuff. So they took them apart right in front of me and they said, "This is your problem." I don't remember what they told me, but they showed me how to clean them. And after they pulled apart the bottom of it and they cleaned out all the stuff in it, they put it on their track and they ran pretty flawless. So when I got them home, they ran pretty good. So whatever the cleaning part of that was, it kind of took care of it. But yeah, everybody's telling me the QSI is not really good. You should change it out to um, the newer stuff. So many of the BNSW 1500s were ex Frisco units. They even ran them in uh, full Frisco tradition for many years in pairs coupled nose to nose. Okay, yeah. See, and here it is again. That is really cool information. I'm really not that much of a train buff. I'll be the first one to tell you. But what I will tell you is I love all the modeling aspects and I just love to watch trains run and I love the model. And that's it, pretty much it for me. But and that's what I love watching other people's channels. It's just like Heath's channel. I mean, even Artie's got pretty cool stuff, and even Jason's channel. I mean, with all new technology and stuff like that. I love watching that. It's really awesome stuff. But for me, not going to happen. I love just to be able to turn my. Well, here it is again. This is what I use. I love it. I turn it on. My trains run. I program it, and my trains run flawlessly. Sorry, I missed this one. John. Yeah, you guys crack me up. I really enjoy it. I really, really do. So, you know, an interesting fact about me. So, I have family in New York. I also have family in Florida. But I got to say, my first train layout that I actually played with was a Lionel. And uh, most of my family members on my mom's side that are left live in Binghamton, that area. near the Cannonsville Dam. And I can vividly remember, um, putting together the three rails and running the old Lionel trains on my grandmother's grass. And for me, that was a kick. That was a hoot. And I do love three rail. I love all gauges of trains, and I subscribe to all channels. It doesn't matter what it is, and that's what I like about Heath's channel as well, because Heath runs all scales, and it's really cool. And I do see a lot of guys out there still using that method, and it's really cool to see it because it brings back childhood memories. So, you know, me, I'm still young. I'm 57. So I'm going to be 58 here. And well, actually, my son is going to be turning 21 the 13th of July, and I'm going to be turning the 58 the 14th, day after my son. So where do you think we're all going? That's right. We're going to Las Vegas. Yep. Because my son's going to turn 21. Now, that is my son who did get his liver transplant right in the middle of COVID. Thank you, Heath. I appreciate that. But this kind of gives it away. I appreciate that, Heath. Yeah, I still consider myself young. But I do love the three rail. I really do. And I almost thought about going three rail in this garage, only for the certain fact is I have stashed away in boxes of three rail. I mean, they're kind of old stuff. There was a nice store in San Dimas here, California, um, and he was mostly three rail stuff, and I really enjoyed going to that train store. And again, I live in Southern California, so there's three or four major train stores here in Southern California. So, but I believe there's more train stores on the East Coast than there is anywhere else. I hear that, Heath, and BLI really do look and sound great. But when you sell me a local for $200 and it doesn't work, you are dead to me. I hear you, Mystic. I really do. And uh, I mean, I mean, that's the only locomotives. Well, I can't say that. A couple of my steams are from um, BLI. So, and they run really, really good. Hey, Jason. Well, how you doing today, buddy? So, Jason, this is not normal for me usually, but so I thought, I had a off day, so I thought, I'll just go live, see who shows up, and we've been having great conversation here, even though it's probably 105 in my garage. At work, not getting anything done. Yeah, Jason, how did you know? How did you know that I was live? Well, assuming because I don't have subscriber mode on, I just don't. But I would like to think that Jason is subscribed to me. Of course, I've been a subscriber of most of all of you guys way before I even thought about putting stuff up on YouTube. So, in any case, it's good to see you, Jason. If I'm not correctly, aren't you going to be doing some vacationing here pretty soon with your kids? Am I not correct? Okay, cool. Vacation next week. Right on. And I can imagine you're looking forward to that. Because, like I was just saying, I mean, I'm looking forward to time going to Las Vegas for my youngest son, who's going to be turning 21. So, oh, okay. Yeah, I don't. I myself don't get that much vacation, and that's the problem when you have your own business. It's kind of tough. It's kind of tough to take time away. I mean, I know that it will be taken care of when I'm away, but still, I worry. Because one of my guys gets in an accident, someone hurts themselves. So for me, I mean, it's tough really to get away. It really, really is. But with that said, with kind of some of the world madness that's been going on for the last few years, I'm kind of fine just kind of being in one location. I don't know what to say to that. I mean, I mean, I actually do the same. I do work for the government, but you know, that's nor here. I can't say, but there's some truth to that, though, Heath. There is. Mystic John. I mean, the Mystic, you are so funny. That is so funny. Well, hey, Ray. Well, I did not expect on my day that I'm not making any money to come home and start a live stream and have all these fine people at the table. But thank you very, very much. I'm very humbled. County employee. I'm paid by property tax dollars. Okay. Thank you, Randall. Take care, buddy. Well, thank you, Ray, for stepping in on your break. Daryl, I'm glad to see you have the good Western U.S. Railroad running today and not the Union Pacific. Here it is again. I, I'm partially UP, but I love all railroads. And you know those scale trains are actually beautiful. Actually, just to let everybody know, I'm kind of testing in between length times of running because I ran my Intermountains the last time, the last live stream, all 5 UPs, and then Jerry pointed it out. Boxcar Jerry pointed out, "Hey Daryl, you're missing an engine." Yeah, that's because one of my Intermountains decided to overheat and stop and drag the train, and it kind of derailed. So when I took that one off, Jerry was the first one to say, "Hey Daryl, what happens to the other engine?" So these today are all my scale trains, and they've been running flawlessly. So, and like I said, it's about 105 here on my layout. So my next one of my next ones, I'm going to bring out my Athearn Genesis, and those will probably be my CPs because I think Canadian Pacifics, they're beautiful locomotives. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I just go out there and I just say, hey, you know what? I love all Class 1 railroads. All right, Heath, we'll see you later this evening. Yeah, so again, you know, I guess that kind of almost sums up, I mean, what I kind of like more as far as manufacturer. You know, I think Scale Drains puts out a really nice locomotive. So, but in any case. All right, gentlemen, I'm starting to feel the effects of the heat in this garage. And I'm going to say good afternoon to everybody. And thank you for joining my live stream. And hey, we'll catch you guys back on the flip flop. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Dwight. I really appreciate that. Okay, one more question. Here, here, Jason, Daryl, what did you use for water? I use the Envirotech Light, and for this section that you see, two 64-ounce bottles. That's what it took to do this scenery right here. I know it's hard to believe, but it's a pretty big section, and you know, water is one of those things I'm pretty good at, so it was no big deal for me. So. Thank you, everybody. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys tonight.